Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Where today we're going to be going through the Packers preseason game against the New England Patriots, going over some key stats, scoring plays, who played well, who did not. I was not able to watch this game as I already had prearranging plans, but I will do the best I can from here from secondary sources, people who were at the game, and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get started with the scoring breakdown as the Packers did lose 21-17 in a shortened game due to the unfortunate injury to a young player on the Patriots. Oh gosh, I don't remember his name. I feel so bad now because I was going to go in the Spielbound. Isaiah Bolden was made a tackle and then was paralyzed basically on the field for a good solid while. Luckily, he was taken to the hospital. He had all feelings and all extremities, and he's feeling fine now. He was released from the hospital, so thank goodness for that. But they both decided that since it was basically seeing a guy be paralyzed on the field again, both Bill Belichick and Matt LaFleur decided to call the game with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Everyone was totally fine with that, basically. So the game was not able to be finished, but there was still a good amount of action there. But the main important thing is Bolden is okay, and that is the most important thing. So started off in the first quarter with a Ramondre Stevenson 1-yard touchdown run. That was about an 18-yard drive for them after a really bad snap by Josh Myers that flew over Jordan Love's head. But the Packers were able to tie the game with a 19-yard pass from Jaden Reed from Jordan Love on an absolute beautiful throw. Patrick Taylor had an 8-yard touchdown run for a 14-7 Green Bay lead. Keyshawn Booty had a 42-yard touchdown pass from Bailey Zappi, tied the game up. And then Anders Carlson, after having a pretty not great first preseason game, hit a 52-yard field goal with 1 second left on the game on halftime for a 17-14 Green Bay lead. Then in the third quarter, Bailey Zappi had a 6-yard touchdown run that led to the final score of 21-17. Box scores. Packers Sean Clifford went 13 for 19 for 137 yards, rating of 89.1. Jordan Love had a pretty darn good day, 5 for 8 for 84 yards, average of 10.5 with 1 touchdown thrown as well, and a rating of 137.5. He's looked pretty good in the preseason. He's still missing some throws that you want to see him make, but overall, very, very impressed with Jordan Love. In fact, I drafted him to be the backup quarterback for me in fantasy this year because I think he is going to be underrated, personally. Then rushing, Emmanuel Wilson continues to impress for the Packers. Had 15 carries, getting the majority of carries in his game for 63 yards, a 4.2-yard average. A.J. Dillon 6 for 25, 4.2 average. Patrick Taylor 4 for 12, 3 average, and a touchdown. Aaron Jones had 1 for 6, and Jordan Love 2 for 11 as well. Receiving, Malik Heath continues to impress for the Packers. Had 5 receptions for 75 yards, averaged 15 yards per catch, long of 25. He is making a really, really strong case to make the team this year as flat out on the roster. And he should, in my personal opinion. Romeo Doubs had 2 for 52 and along the 42 yards there. Grant DeBose, 2 for 27, had a really impressive showing in his first preseason action. Missed week 1 due to an injury. Jaden Reed 1 for 19 and a touchdown. Emmanuel Wilson had 2 receptions for 15 yards as well. Luke Musgrave 2 for 13. Then Deuce Watts had a reception. Cody Crest, Patrick Taylor as well. Fumbles. Josh Myers lost a fumble on a really bad snap there, but Kingsley Enagbare had a fumble recovery that he also forced earlier as well because he had a fantastic game. Jimmy Phillips Jr., a rookie linebacker out of SMU, had 11 total tackles and a pass deflection. Anthony Johnson Jr., our first round pick, 7th round pick this year, had 5 total tackles, pass deflection. And Enagbare 6 total tackles. Wait, no, I'm not reading that right. 3 total tackles, 2 sacks, 1 tackle for loss. Absolutely had a monster game for Enagbare there. Wilson, Douglas, Gene Charles, and Wooden all had 3 tackles as well. Wooden also had a quarterback hit. Ford, Thomas, Banks, Walker, Valentine, and Van Ness and Sapp all had 2 tackles each, with Thomas and Banks having 1 pass deflection and Valentine having 2. Slayton, McDuffie, Brenton Cox Jr., Wyatt, Hooper, Brooks, and Moore and Miller all had 1 tackle each. And then Jonathan Owens had a pass deflection and Hollins had a quarterback hit. And Enagbare, Ford, and Brooks all had tackles for loss. No interceptions this game. Samori Toure had 2 kick returns for a total average of 18 yards. Not really great punt returning either. Carlson had a pretty good bounce back game. Had 1 field goal on a 52-yard kick and made both of his extra points, so really good there. Guys that impress, Jordan Love continues to really show that he can be a starting quarterback in this league. I'm really looking forward to seeing it in week 1 and for a full game. Emmanuel Wilson is really making a very, very strong case to be running back number 3 on this team. I don't see any reason why he would not make this roster. He is really, really impressed so far and been running better than Patrick Taylor and Tyler Goodson. Goodson sadly out with injury, which is giving Wilson even more time and more tape to show that he belongs. Malik Heath, another undrafted rookie. He has been fantastic. He is most likely making the roster as well. And then Kingsley Enagbare had a fantastic game on defense. The only player really going to shout out as being bad was Josh Myers. Really had a bad snap. He's been struggling all camp, so it might be interesting to see what happens there. Next up, we have another home preseason game against the Seahawks. Be interesting to see how that goes as well. But that's all I got for today. So thank you guys all for watching. If you like the content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll get into more details later about preseason, and I'll be coming up with a Meet the Packers linebacker video here shortly. So thank you all very much, and have a great day.